Today's video is starting from my visit to this absolutely magnificent town called Hinobaan in Negros Occidental province. I was the only foreign person here, but the beauty, slow living and friendliness of the locals made me feel like this was exactly where I needed to be. I just discovered a little paradise on earth, right here, in the least touristy place in Negros I could possibly imagine. I feel like I found the paradise that I've been searching for, and the kind of place for which I came to the Philippines for. I don't want to sound over dramatic, but I really am so happy right now, and this is the most perfect place that maybe perhaps seen in my whole entire life. The most gentle culture I have ever come across. I came to Hinobaan with two of my friends, Rose and Peter, as they were looking to buy dried fish from the dryers and later deliver it to bigger cities in Negros Oriental and on Cebu Island. We didn't get what we were looking for, but instead we spent 3 most incredible days there. And on the way back to Bias, they took me to one of the most beautiful waterfalls that I have ever seen, and we even went for a swim there. But let's start from the beginning. Here is to the 3 eventful days in what I would consider my all-time best place in the Philippines. Is it still wet? Or? Yeah, it's wet. Safe to say, Rose was unfortunately not happy with the dried fish that was available. It was not the right type of fish, and when she finally found what she was looking for, they didn't have enough of it for us to buy for the business. Is that a good price, you think?
Good price if she just dropped like 220.
Later we saw the local pig, and we even fed her with a root vegetable.
That's roots you eat. So this one is the leaves.
What's the name of it?
Takway.
Takway. Oh, you guys may not know this, but I absolutely love and adore pigs as animals, and I'm against eating pork.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Piggy, do you want some takway? Takway, yummy, yummy, yummy. Oh look, she likes takway. Yummy, 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 yum, yum. So here it starts, my solo walk around my favorite place in the Philippines, Hinobaan. I'm here in Negros, just having a walk. My friend was looking for dried fish, and she's waiting for it to dry, so then it's ready, so she can carry on selling it. Rose, I'm sure you've met her before if you've seen my videos, and I just discovered a little paradise on earth, right here, in the least touristy place in Negros I could possibly imagine. People here tend to follow me, like these kids, especially the kids, but the adults, they don't follow. They stare and stare for ages in a very obvious way, so this is not a foreigner place. My friends are not with me currently because they were tired, they've been driving around for most of the day trying to get this fish sorted, whereas I had a lot of energy and I just really wanted to go for a walk, and it turned out to be the best decision I could have made for myself. This place is stunning, even though I'm, by the look of it, the only foreigner that these people have ever seen. I feel so happy, so at peace, so peaceful, and I'm just blown away by the nature here. By how clean, green and wonderful this place is. It's just the most picture perfect paradise, and it blows my mind that I haven't found my perfect place in Palawan, for example, the most touristy archipelago
in the Philippines. That was very disappointing for me. I mean, Coron maybe not as much as El Nido. El Nido was very disappointing for me, I've got to be honest. And I didn't want to say anything for the longest time until I came to Negros. And I feel like I found the paradise that I've been searching for. It's beginning to get dark now, but before, as I was walking down to the cave right there, I didn't walk all the way up to the cave because later it was just like the dirt roads, and you know, it was starting to get dark, so I did not want to risk any injuries. There was no one around. Here there are people. Everyone here is the friendliest, the most gentle culture. And spending time with Rose's family, so with my friend's family, in the mountains of Negros was also the experience that have changed me for life. And that's not something that I'm going to talk about right now because we don't have time, and I feel like it's a story for the whole another video. But yeah, it was a life-changing experience for me, and the reason I feel like I've really found my reason as to why I came here. And I'm so grateful to Rose for having her in my life, for taking me here. I would never be able to get here without Rose. And she came to my life so unexpectedly on the first ever day, on my first ever full day in the Philippines, in Coron. And then she had to go back the very next day. Yet we somehow managed to reunite. She invited me over, first to Cebu, now to Negros, to her family place. I would never be able to get to where I am right now if it wasn't for Rose.
Next day we continued to explore Hinobaan. This time it was the three of us together, since we wanted to visit the hidden gem in the area called Obong Cave.
Next to my dream house.
This place is, for the most part, only known by the locals, but for a small fee you can hire a local guide who will tell you the history and some cool facts about the cave, lend a helmet to you so you can explore it safely, and they will take some cool photographs of you.
So we are at the cave, Obong Paradise Caving and Trekking Adventure. By the look of it, that's what it says on the sign. Okay, let's go.
Stalactites means ceiling. Stalagmites means G, ground. Stalactites and stalagmites, the spark is alive, the stone.
It keeps growing, it
Oh.
keeps changing, yeah.
There's camera, look. You see the eyes there?
Think it's safe to be here?
Oh my god!
Quite us.
Look at all these cockroaches there, did you see? Cockroach? So many, come.
Wow!
Yeah, closer.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah.
Ah, she got egg. She got 20 egg.
So this is Moma. As you can see, this is how it grows. So it's found on a palm tree,
The one bunga.
just like this. And it grows sort of on the side of the palm tree. And you've got the seed. Well, this is just one part of Moma, because as you know, we mix it with other ingredients. But yeah, that's how it grows. That's interesting. I didn't know about it. Right there. The seeds.
Day 3 was the day of driving from Hinobaan to Bias, but we have opted for the longer scenic drive while also getting some things done on the way. The highlight of this journey was most definitely visiting the Niluthan Falls.
the waterfalls. We're just getting back to Bias from the mountain and we stopped by this wonderful waterfall. I will leave its name somewhere on the screen because my friends know it, they took me here. It's beginning to get dark, so I'm going to go for a swim now before the sun sets down. This waterfall was 25 pesos to enter. It's not touristy, and you can guess these kinds of places are my favorite places in the world. So Negros in general is not a very touristy island. You can find some real gems that you get just to yourself. So that's Rose and Peter. Yeah, just stopping by some wonderful places. And the water is not too cold, surprisingly. Sometimes in the waterfalls the weather can be very freezing cold, but here it's not really like this. It's just nice and cooling, especially after a long drive. So we spent a lot of time in the car, so now it's nice to actually cool down in the water and relax.
Nilodhan, Hugpong Dawis.
Nice. Definitely recommend. We just went for a swim and it was lovely, and it doesn't feel cold, right? You were worried about it being cold, but it actually was so refreshing and we had a lot of fun. But now we have ants all over our clothes because they were just eating our clothes.
After the fantastic time that we had in Negros Occidental, it was the time to go back to my friend's house in Bias. First thing we did after getting back was the washing. If you haven't seen, I highly recommend you to watch my last two videos from the Philippine province. The one called I Visited the Most Remote Town in the Philippines features the ways people live in the most secluded parts of the Philippines, and it can really touch your heart. And the other one called Filipino Province Life is Not What I Expected is the continuation of that story. They are both great watches that will show you the true side of the rural Philippines, the side that you will not see in any tourist guides.